According to the most recent long-haul gauge, the amp cost will hit 1 cent toward the end of 2032. The amp cost began in 2023 at 0.0030. Today amp exchanged at 0.0020, so the cost decreased by 33 from the beginning of the year. The GAI amp cost toward the end of 2023 is 0.0032 and the year-to-year change plus 5. The ascent from today to year-end plus 58 and the amp cost will move to 0.0034. And the last part, the CO 0.0020 on Friday, July 28, 0.0020 Sunday, July 30th, 0.0021 US dollars Monday, July 31st, 0.0021 Tuesday, August 1st, 0.002 wind, $190.002 Wednesday, July 276, 0.002 win $1 on Thursday, July 277. 0.0021 Friday, July 28 of August. 0.0023 September 15th, 0.0025 October 15th, 0.0027 November 15th, 0.0029 December 15th, 0.0031 amp expectation 2025 to 2029. This 5 years would bring a huge increment. Amp cost would move from 0.0036 to 0.0092. Which is up 156%. Amp will begin 2025 at 0.0036, then at that point take off to 0.0044 inside the initial half year of the year and finish 2025 at 0.0047. That implies plus 132 from today. Amp expectation 2030 to 2034. In this period, the amp cost would ascend from 0.0092 to 0.0110, which is plus 20 amp. Will begin 2030 at 0.0092 and finish 2030 at 0.0092. It is about plus 353 from today. Amp value expectation 2023 to 2024. Amp cost began in 2023 at 0.0030. Today amp exchanged at 0.0020, so the cost diminished by 34. From the start of the year, the estimated AMPUS toward the finish of 2023 is 0.0027 and the year-to-year change 11. The ascent from today to year-end plus 35 in 2023. We hope to see 0.0025 per 1 amp and the principal half of 2024. The amp cost will move to 0.0035 and the final part, the cost, would add 0.0003 and close the year at 0.0038, which is plus 90 to the ongoing cost. Amp forecast 2025 to 2029. These 5 years would bring an increase. Amp cost would move from 0.0038 to 0.0068, which is up 79. Amp will start 2025 at 0.0038. Then take off to 0.0040 inside the first half year of the year and finish 2025 at 0.0044. That means plus 120% from now. Amp forecast 2030 to 2034. In this period, the amp cost would rise from 0.0068 to 0.0098, which is up 44. Amp will start 2030 at 0.0068, then take off to 6/1/2023. Amp value forecast 2023 to 2024. Amp cost began in 2023 at 0.0030. Today amp exchanged at 0.0026, so the cost diminished by 16 from the very start of the year. The anticipated amp cost toward the finish of 2023 is 0.0033 and the year-to-year range plus 9%. The ascent from today to year-end plus 29 in 2023. We hope to see 0.0030 per 1 amp and the primary portion of 2024. The amp cost will move to 0.0043 in the last part. The cost would add 0.0004 and close the year at 0.0047, which is plus 84 to the ongoing cost. Amp expectation 2025 to 2029. These 5 years would bring an increment and cost would move from 0.0047 to 0.0083, which is up 77. Amp will begin 2025 at 0.0047, then At that point take off to 0.0050 inside the initial a half year of the year and finish 2025 at 0.0055. That implies plus 115 from today. AMP forecast 2030 to 2034. In this period, the AMP cost would ascend from 0.0083 to 0.0118, which is plus 42. AMP will begin 2030 at 0.0083. Then at that point take off to 0.0087 inside the principal half of the year and finish 2030 at 0.0092. It is about plus 259 from today. 515.2023 AMP value forecast 2023 to 2024. AMP cost began in 2023 at 0.0030. Today AMP exchanged at 0.0029, so the cost decreased by 4 from the start of the year. The determined AMP cost toward the end of 2023 is 0.0037, and the year-to-year change plus 22. The ascent from today to year-end plus 27%. In 2023 we hope to see 0.0035 per 1 AMP, and the main portion of 2024 the AMP cost will move to 0.0048 in the last part of the year. The cost would add 0.0003 and close the year at AMP cost would rise from $0.0051 to 0.0105. An increase of 106. AMP will begin 2025 at 0.0051, then rise to 0.0057 within the first half year of the year, and finish 2025 at 0.0066. An increase of 126 from today. AMP expectation 2030 to 2034. In this period, the AMP cost would rise from 0.0105 to 0.0127. An increase of 21. AMP will begin 2030 at 0.01. As the BTC price gets ready for a bull market in 2023, traders say, get ready. Bitcoin. Traders who are watching two key trend lines say that the market is getting ready for its next bull run in a classic way. Mustache and Titan of crypto, two well-known traders, recently looked at social media and found that the BTC price was about to break out. The bull market line for Bitcoin looks for a classic crossover. Titan of crypto says that Bitcoin's price cycles are very similar to those of the past, and that the time is almost right for a bullish rise. By uploading past price data, he drew attention to the 21-week simple moving average, SMA, which is currently at $27,900, according to Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView. Once this upward-sloping trend line goes above the spot price range, a long period of rising prices follows. This is why the 21-week simple moving average